Hi, and welcome to Rat Training Basics. In this video, I'm going to show you our basic rat training philosophy and what you will need to get started. So the first thing that you'll need is a sturdy and fairly uninteresting surface. I like to use my rat playground here. For beginners, you'll want to take everything out so that there's nothing distracting in the background. A tabletop makes a great training surface, or an empty room. This playground here is just made of a cardboard sheet covered over with contact paper so that it's surface washable. And once they've started learning a few things, you don't have to have an empty space for training. But for beginning, it is important so that they're not distracted by their background. The next thing that you'll need, of course, are some ratties. Hi, Rodney. Hey, Nozzo. Come here, Rotters. DiNozzo. Come here, Nozzo boy. Some ratties are better at learning things than others. Hi, Nozzo. The rats that make the greatest students for training are those who are very outgoing and curious about their surroundings. Ratties that have some confidence is always a good thing. Athleticism is great, and most important of all perhaps is they have to trust you. So the younger the better, but make sure that you've gained some trust with your rats before you start trying to teach. Now Rodney doesn't want to get off my shoulder here. Come here, Rudders. Come here. We're going to go in the playground. Yeah. Come here, Rodney. Come on, baby boy. There's a good boy. All right, there we go. So here's our training subjects, Rodney and DiNozzo. Now the next thing that you'll need are some training treats. So there's two types of training treats, basically. The first type are your solid treats, and they need to be something you can either break or chop into very, very small pieces. I have some examples here. Some soda crackers, some Cheerios, some dog treats, and some apple. And the pieces you'll see are extremely tiny. Basically, you'll know you've got about the right size if it only takes your rats less than 5 seconds to swallow a treat. And they only need to get a little taste at a time. You might want some big treats for some things, but your basic training treats are going to be the little guys. The second type of treat are your lickable treats, something like Nutrical or Ferret Vite. Be careful with these that you don't exceed the dosage on the back, on the back of the containers, as those can be harmful to your rats if you give them more than that. Yogurt makes a great training treat. Rats love yogurt. Plain yogurt is best, but they can have a little of the fruit flavored stuff too. All you need is a little dab like this. And again, it should only take your ratties just a couple of seconds to lick that off. Oh boy, that's a good treat. Yeah. I'll show you one of the dry treats too. Here, DiNozzo. Good boy. See, he doesn't even stop to eat that. It's such a small piece, and that's perfect for training. The next thing that you're going to need there is lots of patience. Some ratties will learn tricks really fast, others are going to take some time, and you need to be really patient with these guys. Let them learn at their own pace. Now, our training philosophy that I use is positive reinforcement only. So when your ratty does something right, see if I can get Rodney to show us an example here. Rodney, come here. Come here, Rudders. Rodney, spin. Good boy. He gets a treat whenever he does something right. Now, if he hadn't got that right, I would have withheld his treat and waited until he remembered what he was supposed to do or repeated my command and had him do it right. So that's all we use is positive reinforcement. We don't use any kind of punishments when training our ratties, because that really is not an effective training method. Okay, so some imagination is always essential when training. You'll come up with all kinds of fun things to do. I know I have. Always make sure that it's fun for you and your ratties. Come here, Nozzo, have a treat. Keep your sessions short, only about 5 minutes or so. You can do a couple of sessions a day if you have time, but that's really all that it takes, is a few seconds per session. Keep it short and fun. And that's Rattie Training Basics. So in we go, boys. Come on, boys. There we go. So those are all the essentials that you'll need to get started on training. See you next time.